it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I am back to do a little bit of a review, a few stats, talk about what came in here, and let you know if it's worth your while. Now, I did actually do unboxing videos of all of these figures, one each day for all 24 days, so if you'd like to watch that first, there are definitely spoilers in this video, so go ahead and watch those before you watch this video. Alright guys, let's get into it if you have already seen it. Here is the calendar that I am talking about. It's the Marvel Christmas 2022 Advent Calendar. It's a 24-day calendar of Funko Pocket Pops. And I'll show you guys the box here. I was a little bit disappointed, I think, by the fact that there was no pattern or anything on here, which I feel like they could have done something really cool with the really broad theme of Marvel in general. So a little bit disappointed by that, but it also could have been, you know, a play set to play with them or something along those lines. So as far as that goes, I mean, you just get rid of the whole box. It comes in a lot of extra packaging that was probably unnecessary. What you get inside. There are no duplicates per se, but there are ones that are so similar that you can't tell them apart unless you're looking at both of them together and really scrutinizing, and there are some that are mostly the same and then just glitter doused for one of them. So interesting that they did that, and disappointing. There's 6 of them that have that problem in this box. So 3 of them are glitter doused. There was a snowman dressed like Captain America, and then 2 of our female superheroes were also glitter doused. These are not the glitter doused ones. I do not want to touch them because the glitter comes off everywhere. It's awful. If you're gonna glitter coat a toy, please seal it. Like, I don't understand why this is such a big problem for so many toy companies. That being said, I don't know why they even bother to glitter douse it. So there's those. Then there are 3 that look almost the same as the other ones. They are, of course, the same mold, just like the glitter ones, and the same paint colors, except one of the paint colors is a slightly matte finish instead of the glossy finish, and I believe that those 3 will glow in the dark, or at least one version of them. So these are the 3 that had an additional one that looked almost the same on those, so kind of interesting. And as far as count, it was interesting how they spread this out. So with how many characters are in Marvel, I kind of thought we would get a lot more different characters, but even having different figures, there were a lot of duplicate characters that are just designed differently. So the most popular figures that were in here were a gingerbread theme or a character wearing an ugly sweater. There were also a few that were slightly different and in the way that they Christmased them. So we got 3 figures of Spider-Man, Captain America, Groot, and Thor. We got 2 figures of Thanos, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain Marvel, and I'm sorry guys, I don't actually know who this other female character is. I feel like I should, but I don't. Anyway, but those are the ones that there are 2 of. And then there is 1 Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy and 1 Black Panther. So just really interesting that most of them have at least 2 of the different characters. But it also is a little bit cool too, because then you get a whole bunch of the gingerbread men and a whole bunch of the ones in ugly sweaters, and I kind of like really love both of those for different reasons. So we have, as far as different gingerbread men, so this gets complicated. There are 2 glitter gingerbread men and 2 glow-in-the-dark ones, but they are mostly the same except for that, so I'm going to not count those 4 right now. So disregarding those 4, there are 8 different characters that have been gingerbread man-ized. That's actually pretty cool. I love having that whole thing. I want to put them on a little tiny plate together and keep them displayed like that. They should actually make a little Christmas plate stand. That'd be fantastically beautiful in every way. Oh, and I guess I should note that there's slight differences on the character Groot. So there is 1 baby Groot, so while he's still in his pot, and then there's 2 where he's, I guess, a toddler. He has legs then at that point. So I guess that's slightly different too. There are actually not that many ugly sweaters. We've got Spider-Man and Thanos, and that's it on the ugly sweaters, you guys. So a little bit disappointing on that. I really wanted to see some very creative, obnoxious, ugly sweaters for Christmas on all of these characters. I feel like Rocket could have gotten one while he was riding this. It would have been a little bit hard to see, I suppose. But it is pretty cool to have Rocket on a rocket. I need more of these Christmas Marvel themed things, and I feel like I could have at least gotten the 6 more if we didn't have all the duplicates that were, you know, a duplicate but it glows in the dark, or a duplicate but it's covered in glitter, or whatever. So I'm disappointed in those 6 for sure, but the rest of them that I got, I'm really happy with. They're really cool. Everybody's fairly Christmas themed. There's a Thor that has a hammer that's wrapped like a present, and there's a Hulk that he's holding a present and a stocking. So they're not wearing something specifically Christmassy, but they have a Christmas accessory. So I feel like on that, maybe they could have put the ugly sweater on Hulk and then had him have his accessories, but it may have been too much. I don't know. So do they make these other characters in ugly Christmas sweaters as well? Look, I don't know, you guys. I don't know how to feel. But there are only those 2 that have those extra accessories. Well, I guess also Groot. The baby Groot and the toddler Groot. And Spider-Man. He's got his sack and hat. So yeah, I guess there are 3 of those. There are 24 figures total. There are 18 that I really like, 6 that I dislike. I think it's really cool to have all of these little tiny gingerbread men, because I've been wanting to get the big ones, but I don't have space for them. So I think it's really cool that I can get all these tiny ones of them. I also kind of want tiny ones of all of the Christmas sweaters too, though, and I'm a little bit disappointed that there were only 2 in here. But I also understand that there's only 24 days, and like, And I also, I mean, I guess if we had 1 figure of each character, and not all of them are gingerbread men, then I'd be like, oh, what happened to the gingerbread men of those? But if all of them were gingerbread men, then I'd be like, I mean, they're all gingerbread men. I don't know. They would have to have a separate calendar of like, here's just the gingerbread men Christmas Marvel, and then here's another calendar, and this one is the holiday Christmas sweater Marvel characters, and then this one is the, I guess, general holiday where it's not a Christmas sweater or a cookie, but, you know, something else Christmassy is happening with their attire and accessories. I would definitely be down for that, honestly. But yeah, for what it was, I think I had a good time with it. I've never opened one of these before, so I don't know what comes in previous years and how this compares, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and of course, be sure to join us again soon. Till next time, have a great time playing. Bye.